be boring. Yeah. Tell me you ready, Mel, you ready to spit for the ladies that keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi.
Wow.
Perfect.
That was beautiful.
No
Quartets.
notes. Yes, we had a harmony.
We which DC4.
DC4.
Taking this show on the road.
See, but the thing is, I always want to be Beyonce.
As do I.
So, I mean, now we're at an impasse.
Unfortunate.
I'm fine with Kelly.
Okay, cool.
But you low-key have the Beyonce kinky twist.
Yeah.
With
You
some
got the
curly hair.
hairstyle.
So
I'm
you-
just, I've got
And she
delusions
got
of
the eyes.
grandeur.
I think colorism won today. I think she got all
Colorism,
Beyonce.
another victory for light skins, man. Another victory.
I guess I'm
Wow.
Latavia. That's fine.
Latavia, that's cool.
We got a favor.
We can be the twins. They're not twins. They was dating the twins.
They
We can
was
be
dating the jagged edge
Latavia and
twins,
Latoya. Yeah,
Yeah, damn.
that's fine. I'll take it.
Okay.
They supported them harmonies on the writings on the wall.
The girls,
It's not like-
they sing. They
Yeah,
went
they
with the
sang
rest of them.
down.
They
Yeah.
was online with them.
Yeah. Not online. Shut the fuck up.
Hey guys, I'm Mel.
I'm Talley.
I'm MaRah.
And I'm Taz.
Yes, you guys.
We got a Jokes on You, Sistas Who Kill collaboration.
Yes.
Yay.
A beautiful collab with the wonderful podcast Sistas Who Kill.
Yes.
Because sisters be killing.
Sisters be
They
killing. That's such a niche thing, and I'm so excited about it that representation matters everywhere, even in murder.
Yes.
So I'm just really excited to have you guys here. They have so many questions that are not on this thing, and I'm going to try to keep it appropriate because I was so concerned about how to handle some of this with care.
Murder?
Murder who? I think it's all funny, but like these are people's lives and people died, but like some of this shit funny. No? Can we
Yeah,
just say
some of
that
it's-
before we get started?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Bet.
Awesome. So let's get into it. Make sure like, share, subscribe, show your cousin them. Oh, we're
Yeah.
looking at this camera. No, I'm looking. You crisscross.
Okay.
So we finally have like a setup for real, and we don't know how to act. So
I feel cockeyed. I don't know.
I want to look over here, but
Yes.
I'm gonna try to look. We not in the same frame. Let's try to.
Okay.
All right.
Here. Yeah.
But yeah, like, subscribe, again,
Share,
email us if
yes.
you want to help us.
If
let
you
us know.
if you listen in your car, fine. Watch the goddamn YouTube.
click the button.
Turn it on and walk out the room. We don't care
But
if
do
you
both.
leave it on a loop. Play that shit when you go to bed.
But for sure, play the audio too.
Yeah. Audio going crazy though. I've been checking the numbers. Y'all been
Audio's
you
is
car
going
listeners.
stupid.
Yeah.
And then also if you want some ad space, email us as well. jokesonyoupod@gmail.com.
Yes.
And yeah, let's get into the booty hole.
Yeah, so the booty hole. So our game is our game today, we do a different one every week. What would you tweet to let your followers on Twitter or social media know that you've been kidnapped?
Okay, I want you to know I thought very long and very hard about this.
I'm so glad.
Because I don't have a big social media presence. I'm like a ghost online, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think anytime I say something, people are like, what's happening?
Boogity boogity.
Right? So I think I'm going to tweet, find MaRah. Because then they're going to flood MaRah. Tessie said to find you, are you okay? Which is going to make MaRah try and figure out why they're finding me.
Yeah.
And
should
make
find
MaRah look
you.
for me.
Yep, there you go. I mean, strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think that I would just say something really like, I'm not on Twitter as well, but I mean, I'm on it, but I don't be telling my business. I really want to be like y'all on Twitter where
You
you guys
think
do.
you better than us?
I was just saying I wish that I was like y'all,
No,
where I
you
was
don't.
more
No, you
comfortable telling my business and cussing motherfuckers out. So maybe I can like start cussing people out on the timeline. I think I'd be like, Broadway musicals suck.
Oh yeah.
And then
if you tweeted that, I'd be like, let me
Right
put my
there,
boots
okay.
on. Something's afoot.
What's crazy is Talley and I know each other pretty well, and one time I was having a very emotional moment, and I was like, it's gonna be a watching Rent type of night, and Talley was like, what is wrong with you?
Like, are you okay?
That is a cry for help.
You don't want a big social media presence, man. Yesterday I said I didn't like a girl purses, and she called me a dick sucker online, man.
I
was
saw
like,
that this morning while I was peeing, because I missed it. And I was like,
oh my God. And, which is fine, but it's like, I thought this was a classy party. First of all, the bitch posted some ugly purses, so you know the
Let me
bitch.
tell you something. This whole evening purse discourse is fucking ugly. I'm wearing my Telfar or my Big Never Full if I feel like it. I don't give a fuck.
Let
about
the
none of
hoes
y'all
wear what
rules.
they want.
I wear my Apple Watch, bitch. I don't give a damn. 'cause
I
my
like
ass is
looking
still
like a
fat.
spy kid.
Fuck you.
They got pretty
Bands and shit
They do,
now.
but I haven't bought one.
And
I'm still
what
with
if
the
I
factory
don't?
one.
But no, so the bitch is like, stop taking your Never Full, stop taking your blah 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 to evening things. We need evening coats and all this different shit. Fine. So the girl posted 4 ugly ass purses. They were very
Were they name
ugly.
brand?
Yeah,
One
now
of
I
them
wanna
was
see.
Gucci, and I I'm not a fashion bitch. So the Gucci one, I think a fashion bitch could pull off if she really put her mind to it.
Okay.
But the rest of them hoes is giving very 2011, them little stores in Stonecrest that we used to buy our club clothes from. Like, that's what it was giving. So I tweeted, which was mean, as I was told, I would carry my belongings between my toes like a monkey before I carried any of these bags.
It was mean, but it was funny.
But everybody was making the same joke. And then she was like, because remember I tweeted about how I would hang my head off the side of the bed for Quavo if I was Cardi, but you know, I'm not wrapped up good. She was like, you also said you would hang your head off the side of the bed for Quavo, dick sucker. I was like, ah!
But here's the thing. To your response,
And would.
you been wanting to say that, bitch.
You been wanting
Because
to
you
say
knew
that.
exactly who I was when I said it, which is weird, because you was like, oh, this bitch sucks dick, so let me keep that in my pocket.
Keep it in
for
my
later.
pocket.
Because you said you sucked it. We grown. Yeah, I sucked
Yeah.
it.
So and you can't diss you me on social media. It's in the text. I never do. It's right there. That's right there.
One thing I love about y'all is y'all have each other's back on social media. Somebody talks shit about Mel. I mean, Talley is on it. Somebody says something about Talley. I mean, Mel is on it. That one day, it
When
was
the man called me
early.
ugly?
Oh man, and then Talley
got nasty.
Oh man, that was a
It got so
fun day.
nasty.
on
I get
Twitter.
I hated that day because it was like so much people were like, girl, you not ugly. I'm like, thank you. But it was like 2 or 3 bitches that was like, well, I kind of see it. Bitch,
Excuse
fucking
me?
Emmanuel Hudson was like, nah, I see what you talking about. You not gonna call me ugly.
Emmanuel Hudson don't vote. Fuck that bitch. I fuck him. When I used to work at the New Georgia Project and I was sweating my ball sacks off trying to get people to register to vote, I saw his ass and I'm thinking, he's popular on the internets. If I say, hey, will you register to vote? And he come do it and take a picture and the other motherfuckers do it. He was like, nah, man, I don't do that shit. I don't vote, you fucking freak. And then you on the internet calling my friend ugly. You have no license.
Oh my
I was
God.
so upset
You
because that was
ugly,
what really
non-voting
that's what
bitch.
made me the maddest about it. Because like the only reason we know who you are because you are funny looking. It's funny when you did faces because you looked funny, and you gonna sit up here and call me a beautiful black queen ugly? Boy, fuck you.
Sometimes when people are really mean to me on the internet, I'm like, Tazzy, please go get them.
You say something.
Yeah, I'm
go
not
get
quick
them.
like that. Sometimes it take me like a good 5. Like, oh bitch, when I
figure out what I want to say,
bitch.
sometimes I have to backspace. So yesterday when the girl called me a dick sucker, man, I was like, okay, I'm sorry, your purse is ugly, my bad. But then I said and thought about it, you pea-headed bitch.
I already have her blocked, so I wonder what
You.
she did. She had already. Is she like Detroit adjacent or something?
I
already
don't
had her
know.
blocked. That's probably why I didn't see it.
Man, I sat and that shit sat on my spirit, and I was like, I really didn't do nothing to you, and this was really inappropriate. Fuck you. Like, I'm just a girl.
You won the war. Once people in the quotes like, damn, you're like, okay, whew.
She does like a team of Tony Braxton. I'm right.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I'm right.
But people on the internet are mean, and it doesn't really matter what you say.
No.
Because again, we are just chronically oversharing, but I have to realize that I'm talking to 80,000 people.
Yeah.
And I can't just say that, that was a big old shit I just took, or somebody's gonna be mad about something.
Yeah.
Right.
Or even the perfect example of how crazy people are, I tweeted that food is good. I
Yeah.
said, food be good. That's it.
And somebody had a problem with that.
And somebody said, not all food.
Hey,
What the fuck are we talking about?
yeah,
What the fuck are we even saying? So the internet's very miserable.
we've digressed.
Okay,
We
so
got to do our
what's your
kidnapping.
tweet? What's your
My
tweet?
kidnapping tweet. If I was kidnapped, I would tweet, "Men are such good, safe people.
I knew that was
They
going
are
to be
just
yours.
such. I feel so comfortable and secure around men as a whole. I've never felt in any danger around men.
I knew that
They
was
got
going to
her.
be
For
yours.
me, it would
They
be.
fucking got her.
This has always been my answer to this question. It would just be like, Sigmas are just the best people on the earth, and I just love Sigmas, and they're just great pillars in the community.
Not pillars, they're
Great,
good.
handsome men. I love them, and I cannot wait. Maybe me being like, I think I'm gonna denounce and be a Delta. I think
Can
that's
you
when
just? Can you just unenroll and can you switch?
I honestly don't know if any.
Like changing majors.
Especially Delta would take some, because I do remember when I applied for AKA, they asked in the application, have you applied for any other organization?
Do you remember that time that girl, they was finna rob that girl at the gas station on the east side, and she had Delta tags on her car, and they tried to rob her. She started spraying gas on the nigga, and she was clearly reaching for a lighter.
Yeah. They are.
These bitches is tough.
They are
She
well.
didn't hesitate. She started.
She's like, think. You know
with the
what?
gas nuts. So I said, that bitch.
We
is a
all going
motherfucking
down.
thinker. She is a
She
thinker.
think, because I would have been
I'd
like,
passed out.
you can have the kid. I don't even want the
I
kid.
don't even want to shit no more, bruh.
Keep the kid.
I said, what are they teaching them girls down in that organization? Oh my lord.
Because I didn't know where that story
That
was
shit
going,
was
but yes, I
finna be
remember
a.
that.
I don't even. Is
We
that
all
a hate
about to
crime?
die.
I don't even know.
Everybody in this quick trip finna die today,
I
bitch.
said, oh my gosh, she was finna literally light the block on fire.
Yeah, that would probably be it, because that's been like my brand for quite a while. And then what else? I mean, like probably saying something like nice about men, or just saying like, what else do I hate? I think that's about it. Like, I think that gotta just be like,
Yeah. You don't like tomatoes.
I don't like tomatoes. Like, dang, I just took a
You gotta
big
get tomatoes.
chunky bite out of a tomato. Yummy. I just don't like them.
My
I'll eat
grandma
them
grow
cooked.
tomatoes that's so good I can eat it like an apple. My
Yeah, if
grandma-
I ever do
yeah.
some shit like that, like if I just post a picture with me just out of a tomato, I have been
Just-
did that.
Can
Just
I
know
ask you
you're
a
in
question
chains
about
underneath.
sororities? So when the bitches be like, I'm denouncing, and they bring up Jesus and stuff, can't they just stop paying? Like, why do they have to talk to us about it? Like, just stop wearing the t-shirt.
I've always hated that as well. That's been
Yeah.
my brand. Because, like, people do it, like, they do the YouTube, and it's just like, because, like, I've had meals that denounce. It's like, bitch, didn't nobody do nothing to you. You just mad people told you to put some foundation on and some pantyhose on for convocation, and now you're saying that you were hazed, and that's not what happened. And that also has nothing to do with Jesus. Like,
Just stop going. Stop going to the
just
stuff.
Stop going. Plenty of people don't do stuff. Just don't.
It's a lot of organizations that I'm not a part of
And
no
they
more.
say like
and I didn't bring it
idolatry and all the things, but it's like I must have missed the blood sacrifice part of it.
They didn't invite you to that
Hey, we got this dedicated like to the devil. Y'all coming? I was like, oh dang, I got class.
That's crazy.
Maybe come on, alarm.
It's
too
never
fucking
her.
early.
It's never her with the alarm. So I just like to say it wasn't
But because
me.
I'm supposed to be in bed, I be in bed at this
Yeah.
time. We're here early. As
My
fuck.
body was fighting waking up this morning.
It's
like,
Tazzie's fault.
Yeah, what
Since
you got to
somebody
do
wants to
that
have
we
a
here
real job.
at the ass crack of dawn?
I have to go to work.
Okay,
That's crazy.
fine.
Okay, next letters. Let's get to the letters.
Yes.
So we have to skim our letters better
Yes.
because again we had that really really depressing letter that one time.
So I need to check. I need to check on her. I haven't texted her in a minute.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yes, and we did follow up and check
Yes,
on.
I
these.
did. We did the things.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna read this one. Don't read their name. Just read the subject, and then we'll get to.
Wait, what
the,
that name say? Is that a girl letter or boy letter?
I'm pretty sure this is the girl.
Oh, well, that's my. You remember my emergency baby daddy? He got married and then had a baby on me.
That happened to me in high school.
I think we've all had a nigga.
I think you
have a
might
baby and
have
get married
dodged a
on this.
bullet if that happened to you in high school.
Kind of intense. Okay, go ahead.
All right. This letter says, do I need to leave this lady alone? I can already tell you yes.
The answer is yes. If you type the email
That's
out to
all I
us and
need.
asked us, yes, go ahead.
Hello, beauties. First off, let me just tell y'all that I binge listen to every episode just to get caught up. I listen to the pod at work with my earbuds in, and my coworkers be looking at me crazy because I be cackling like a motherfucker.
No, thank you.
Thanks for sharing your content. It really be helping me get through my 10 to 12 hour work days and
fuck you
on the
working at?
weekends. I got back and watched the videos on YouTube.
Doing both.
We
Yeah.
love it. Thank
Y'all
you.
are just gorgeous and funny. That was in all caps, so they really meant it.
Which camera? Period. Thank you.
Getting to my point. Okay, so boom. I've been dating this woman for 1 year and 6 months. I'm 30, and she is 58. Don't go too hard on her because I went after her. I consider myself a lesbian because I really only think men are nice to look at. Of course, she knows I've been with men in my past, but she consistently get mad whenever I interact with a male. We recently started trying new things in the bedroom, and I've experienced that I would allow her to strap me if she got a small one. Parentheses, I never come from penetration, and I didn't really care for it until she started massaging my insides when she was trying to suck my little coochie off
Hold
the bone.
on.
Okay.
So,
the bond.
if your letter is going to make me clutch my invisible pearl, you gotta put something in the goddamn subject line. Y'all be like letter in the subject line, and then it be shit like this.
Yeah, it was.
What do you mean?
Going.
But stop. I don't know.
Fast forward to a few days ago when I asked her if she had ordered the strap yet. She's checking on it, okay?
Oh gosh.
She side-eyed me and said, thought you didn't like penetration. Why you making a big deal about it now? Y'all, it's been 3 months since we first discussed using the strap, and she just keeps going around the conversation, making me feel uncomfortable about wanting to try it. She's very attractive, but like 3 of her most recent exes have left her for men.
Oh, that's a problem.
Her head game is through the roof, and she's really sweet and don't mind spending money on me and my baby girl.
Cool.
I love this lady with all my heart, but how the fuck do I convince her to strap me?
So
Is that it? That's the whole letter?
I've attached pictures just because.
Okay.
We love pictures. Please
We do
continue
love
to
pictures.
attach
Continue
pictures.
to-
We are like children.
It get like, I know it's a mean thing to say, but it gives us context for things.
but it's like a storybook. Remember, like we reading a book.
Let's
And it's like,
pop
and then
a book.
Elmo went to school.
Don't put no dicks in there or anything like that.
Now dicks, we draw the fucking
You send a
line.
dick here, I'm sending dicks back. Straight up.
I just want to finish taking this all in.
And then we're just gonna pass it. Take one, pass it down.
Yep. I'm gonna just speak. Stop letting this senior citizen be mean to you. I'm sorry. Just, I don't know. I get it, and you said not too much. Stop, guys. I'm trying to be serious.
I mean, the photos make so much more sense with the
She better be
story.
fine. Bring it over here. Come on.
And then the bitch got on here talking about.
That
Where
is
the
a
fuck that
Tumblr
money
photo
at,
from
bitch?
2011.
Oh, be
And then,
nice.
Sorry.
hold on.
Sorry.
LaShondra even her motherfucking name.
Where that money?
Money at,
Listen,
bitch.
don't let the senior citizen be mean to you, man. You got so much life ahead
Tell
of you.
LaShondra to stop fucking playing.
No,
but that makes sense. Now I know why you wanna.
Listen,
I know why you wanna.
nobody
now.
should be being mean to you, and bitches be liking dick, so she need to get over it. It ain't your fault that folks probably left her because she was mean. That's mean.
But the
She's being
old school
mean.
studs like that be strict as fuck. Like the ones on TikTok who be hip rolling, they apparently toot their nose up at the new studs who be twerking, and it's a whole war on
Yeah.
them.
I don't know nothing about that lifestyle. I don't know
That is
nothing
not
about stud
me.
culture, and maybe I need to learn. I don't know shit about that.
TikTok is the place where you go down rabbit holes.
You telling
But
me that she don't own a strap already?
She got a strap.
That's what
don't
I'm
own a
saying.
strap
It might
already.
be from 1979.
A wooden strap, if you will.
That's the thing. So the reason I got on this rabbit
That
hole.
shit might be made out of lead, but she got one.
Okay, so it's an Olympian. I don't know what she do. I don't know if she shot put in one of them, but she is like she got like a shortcut. She's like a stud, but she be twerking. Like she be throwing that muscle booty all around.
I love muscle booty.
And her name is Raven Saunders, I think. She's 5', right? But she be twerking. But it was like,
followed her
I think because I was liking her stuff, I got into like stud twerk talk.
No.
And then like the older stuff was like, nah, y'all over here doing that girl shit, man. We don't fuck with
What
that.
are you?
I am a girl. You shake my ass. So it was real deep. But again, that genre of lesbian be strict as fuck on doing girl shit or liking dick. Because that's probably her third time being stepdaddy. And she don't want to doing stepdaddy. She probably like, I ain't doing this no more.
Man, I think sometimes because
She's been
I
engaged
don't know
about
how
3
to
times.
get off of certain areas on TikTok, and then that lady who be lining up all her dildos keeps popping up on my shit, bro. No, she be lining up her dildo. She be like dancing to like Pretty Ricky style songs, and she be like licking her tongue out and shit. And I don't know what happened for me to get over there, but the way that I clicked that not interested button because
But it still keeps
because it keeps popping up. Watching stud talk makes me believe I might be vanilla sexually. Because some of this shit is just not happening to me. Whatever these toys are,
You know
put
what
it
you
back in
need?
your book bag and get the fuck out of here.
I don't want to see you with your 10-year-old sports bra, your boxer short set from American Eagle going like this.
I don't
know
even let men stay clothed in my
rolling.
bed.
I don't know why they behind the curve on the hip roll.
It's Cash Doll's fault, and she ain't even in the community. It's her fault. She
But
did
that's
it.
a Midwest thing. But as a community as a whole, why are we still hip rolling stud sister? Stop. She needs
Because if you want to be sexy, be sexy. Take these Ethica drawers off
and get the fuck
and get
on.
naked. We're doing sex naked in here. Take
That
your
lady
fucking
who
sports
looked
bra
like
off.
Deion Sanders would gladly strap you. I think you need that genre of older stud. You know what I'm talking about? That
Yep.
one lady with the 27 pieces.
Oh, yeah.
She who be doing the. It's a lady. She look like Deion Sanders.
You an asshole, bro.
No, she do. And she
like, why
be
she's
weightlifting.
like
I'm talking about she be weightlifting, and she swole as fuck. She's like a bodybuilder, but she still get her 27 pieces done. But then she sometimes have like on a blazer and some heels.
I don't think it's for me.
It's probably not,
I don't think it's for
but
me.
I bet she'll strap you. Cause
You'll find the girly girls that'll strap you.
I don't want to be strapped under any circumstances.
It's not comfortable.
I don't wanna
prefer
do
a real
it.
dick for sure.
Yeah, because you know, I'm finna
I
say
don't.
too much.
I don't like.
And then they don't know how to
dildos.
clean their toys. So if you're not the person that's actively cleaning it,
I can't bring my dick with me. Hold on. So, because for me, like I bring my own nail files to the nail salon. Cause don't touch me with that shit you've been using on everybody else.
Okay.
I can't go get the dick and bring it the dick I want. You supposed to give me dick from your closet that you done gave somebody else? Huh?
From my
She need to bring it
understanding,
out.
I'm bringing my if that's where I draw the goddamn line. I guess the dicks I be fucking been in other bitches.
They have. But also if you
Whoa. I was about to say, did you get pissed? Because I just got real upset real quick.
and they didn't boil that.
And they didn't boil that dick, so maybe I got some shit to unpack.
okay,
Am I being
watch it yourself.
anti-stud?
I have a stud homegirl. Well, she calls herself No Labels. I think she's a No Labels masculine presenting woman. Again, there's
That there is a stud. Are you talking about?
I don't know who you're asking about, but again I asked my D-word homegirl because she identifies as
D-word?
I can't say DYKE.
Does she say D-word?
She says DYKE.
Good Lord.
But apparently there's a difference between a DYKE and a stud.
Yes.
Because studs still have the kinky twist, still get their lashes done, still maybe get a full set, maybe put on a dress. I could do both every once in a while. DYKE, big piece of chicken.
Oh,
I'm the man.
girl.
I am this. I am that. I am a man, but I'm a girl. But I'm a man. But I'm not. I'm taking the trash out.
It's too much.
I am the more. I don't.
But
do
only
that.
they can call themselves that, are people in the community, because it's offensive.
I
if a
would
straight
never
person
speak
calls
of. I would
them
never.
But
I'm not
can't say-
saying.
yeah. So she broke it down to me. I was like, oh, I know some of these words, and it was very interesting to me. But it's different. So
Melanie is our resident straight.
I'm the resident straight, and it's been
Yes.
devastating to me to find out that I am indeed heterosexual because I just, damn, I tried, I thought,
That's how I know sexuality is not a choice.
because I would have been on the coochie train a long time ago.
I've been
And-
begging the Lord to get me off the stick.
It
but
will still
here I
ruin your
am.
life. It will still ruin your credit. Trust
But-
me.
No, to my point, she was saying that my other homegirl, who was again masculine presenting, but she'll put on a dress every once in a while, so she can't be a DYKE, so she might be like soft set. I don't really know the difference, whatever, because I'm learning. But she was like, I try to get a new one for each girl.
Okay.
Like if we're dating, you get your own strap. I don't know if there's like a strap for the hoes and like a girlfriend strap, but she was like, I get different ones, because I was like, so how does this work?
And what pot do you boil the strap in? Like,
I'm sure you get a strap pot.
you just stuff it in
I
like
know
an
plenty
electric
that do
kettle.
not get a strap on.
And I would just go to Walmart, get me like one of them
You're
little
gonna
red
melt
ones.
it.
It's gonna melt the pot.
No, you're gonna melt the dildo.
If I put it in the pot,
And some
you
water.
gotta boil it.
How you clean it?
That's how you cook. All silicone. You can do that with menstrual cups too. You boil the water in the pot, and then you just put it.
You put that pot on the roof or something. I don't know.
I would just leave it in the bathroom maybe, just so it don't accidentally make some pasta salad with that.
Well, my kettle that I use to dip braids in says hair kettle. So, I guess you put like dick kettle.
Penis.
I don't know. We've digressed.
You're gonna
Lady,
make it
I want you to
excellent.
leave that lady alone.
Leave her alone.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
been some days since
She's
she said
mean to
this,
you.
but you and LaShondra got to get the fuck on. Okay.
LaShondra is crazy. Who reading this one? MaRah?
MaRah, I'm just
Okay.
scanning for trauma.
For trauma? Well, I just saw the word traumatic.
Damn.
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
That's fine.
It didn't seem to trigger words.
Okay. Please keep anonymous. We are. Congratulations. Hey, Mel and Talley. I discovered the
and
pod
Taz.
recently.
And MaRah and Taz, yes.
Bonus. I discovered the pod recently, and I love everything about it. Shout out to Talley for speaking on the struggles of being a big titty girl. Nobody gets us.
Nobody does.
Nobody gets us.
MaRah.
I hope we both can get a reduction soon.
Contribute
Anyways,
to my reduction fund, you guys.
And so you got to keep watching.
Anybody got an
Are
extra?
you pouting for her reduction?
They're
I've
good
slept
tits.
on her titties before.
Yes. These are the best nap tits, man. You get you a good night's sleep, take a little melatonin, lay down.
Talley and I have gotten drunk enough, and I have just.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm a 19-year-old sophomore at an HBCU, and my experience has been unnecessarily traumatic. I've struggled with anxiety all my life, so it was very difficult for me to find friends at first, and I was extremely lonely. Out of boredom and stupidity, I decided to chill with a nigga who kept trying to talk to me. That's where he first started. Long story short, he said at the end of my first semester, oh, sorry. Thought this was a typo. Long story short, he essayed me at the end of my first semester. Quotes, family doesn't know, recently told my close friends. This sent me down a spiral, and I was extremely depressed and wanting to go out of self-checkout.
Okay.
I also started smoking weed heavily to cope. Around February, I started hanging out with a group of girls that I spent some of the best days of my life with. They lifted me up out of a dark time. They weren't aware of what I was going through. We continued to be friends going into my sophomore year, and everything was going great. I also started therapy that summer, so I was slowly moving into a better space mentally. Love this. As I stated before, I struggle with anxiety, so I have never been to a party before. During homecoming, I decided to go to my first party.
And that nigga was there.
I bet he was.
Yeah.
2 of my friends had to use the restroom before we left, so I and another friend waited outside of the restroom for them to finish, and everyone started running out of the party. I still don't know why. I ran outside to the car and called and texted my friends over 20 times with no answer. After getting extremely worried, I tried to go back into the party to get my friends and leave. The security/cops physically attacked me by pushing me into a large window, and I was in jail for 3 nights.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It must have been a
It
Friday.
must have been a weekend. Yeah.
You don't see a judge on Monday.
Yeah. You don't see.
My friend's defense is that their phone was dead, but I was out with 3 people. We weren't even out for 3 hours, so I don't know. But these 2 situations have really turned me off to my HBCU. I work in the same building as that nigga that SA'd me. I drive past that party venue almost daily, and my friends and I still haven't had a real conversation about all of this. Did I mention that they are pushing 3 charges against me? Mind you, I've never had ISS before, so this has been extremely difficult for me mentally. How should I move forward? Because I am seriously considering transferring. I'm 3rd generation and my family wants me to continue the legacy. And how should I approach my friends about how much this traumatized me? Love y'all. Hope I make the pod.
Ooh, fuck.
I have things, but y'all go first.
I left a party. My first night going out with one of my roommates, I found a nigga and I walked around with him and I left the party without telling them. And when we got back, they sat me down and was like, listen, let me tell you something.
Every minute, girl, goes down.
They said, let me tell you
What's
something.
been happening?
I don't know where you're from,
We don't do that.
but if we go to a party together, we leave together. Who were you with? And I was like, oh, I was with this. And we don't like him. Because why were you...
You need to leave them hoes alone.
Yeah.
You need to leave them hoes alone for sure. Again, the Gen Z, y'all, they don't have that same kind of foundational, because they kind of, again, just got thrown in college.
Right.
So y'all don't have the lessons, because again, y'all elders is also pandemic babies too. So y'all don't have no big sisters that got sense either.
You should be friends with people who care whether you,
You
live
don't
or
do
die.
that kind
Yes.
of shit.
Yeah.
You don't do that kind of shit.
Melanie stepped 7 steps away from me on my bar crawl the other night, and I was like skipping down the street. Where the fuck are you going?
I was literally getting my jacket.
Don't give a fuck. Bring your ass back.
And I'm a party wanderer.
as well.
I get lost in parties.
Melanie at parties, because you're so cute, you can't lie. So she'll be like, I'm going to the bathroom. You're not going to the bathroom. She's going to fuck about the party. And I'm like, great, I'm going with you. Now we done did 2 laps around the
I
party.
like doing laps around the party because it's
But you're not going to the bathroom.
fun.
Why you lying to me? She be like,
Sometimes I do go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I go towards it.
And then get
I look in
distracted.
the mirror. I gussy up.
gussy up. You
Then
grandma.
I go.
She takes the long way back.
Because I don't like standing in the same spot. Something amazing could be happening over there in the party, and I
You're
want to
right.
be over there.
Yeah.
And once you
Just
start
in case.
standing in the same spot, people start crossing in front of you like you don't exist. And
And
that
then like
pisses me
now it's
off.
like, "Ugh." Okay, but niece, I'm so sorry that you have to go through all of this.
Yeah.
I can understand being triggered because even like going back for homecoming, like, dang, this is where that nigga lived, or this is where that one thing happened. This is where I cried in the car. This is where I get it. So that has to be extremely traumatizing,
Especially with
for you.
the assault. I'm so
The assault
sorry.
is just,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. And not to be kind of, I think those are things that like you can get in any college. Like niggas gonna be terrible whatever college you go to, but I understand being constantly triggered by being in that city at that school. Then a sophomore, you'll have a whole new set of friends in like 3 months.
Yeah.
you will.
So fuck them bitches. Get you some new friends.
Get you some new friends.
Sometimes you just gotta start from the ground up. With
And you
some
gotta
new fucking
ask
friends.
those questions like, bitch, do you care whether I live or die? Just like straight up, because you shouldn't have found out that they were not is no shade to you, but
Yeah,
like
at all.
you should know beforehand the level. Because some friends don't care not friends, but some associates don't care whether you live or die. It's bitches
Yeah.
I know I can go to drinks with you in a space where we're sitting down. I know I can't go anywhere with certain hoes. Like if we got to be walking around or if shit could get deep. Like
Yeah.
we can't do that because you don't give a fuck about me. And in terms of that nigga, can't nobody tell you how to deal with sexual assault, man.
Yeah.
Like, cause I've had to like deal with that myself. But in the times that I've been assaulted by somebody I've gone to school with, well, one time I got assaulted, it was my neighbor. It's my across the hall neighbor in an apartment. And then another time I got assaulted, it was a guy that went to school with me. And I think how I dealt with it, I just shamed him anytime I saw him talking to a woman or anytime anybody brought him up. I was like, oh, he assaults bitches. Like, that's how I reclaimed my power. That, like I've said, I'm not going to be the only one uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
but also you gotta understand, like, that may compromise your safety, whatever kind of bitch you are, if you don't got the the fight and the run. Yeah, because again, niggas is crazy. Yeah. So you can kind of, I don't know. I think what I do appreciate about the Gen Z girlies and how they do it, like, it was that one summer where there was a fucking rapist page at every major school in the fucking
that was crazy.
40 state radius, and I was like, you know what, nieces, retweet, bitch, period. Yeah. Yup, he did that shit. Yup, boom. So I mean, I don't know.
Because I genuinely can't.
There's no right or wrong way to go about that. So I'm so sorry that you went through that. Fuck them bitches. Fuck that nigga.
Leave them hoes alone.
Yeah, them friends, get you some new ones.
Because bitch, all three of you hoes,
one fried chicken Wednesday, you could be back up.
Mm-hmm. All three of you hoes wasn't picking up the phone.
Ain't no way in hell.
Ain't no way.
And then I got to shooting.
And you just like, Lordy, time for Waffle House.
Because
that's why they were running out. Definitely because somebody was shooting.
They were shooting, or almost shooting. Someone thought they was. Listen, 2011, FAMU, we had a huge block party for homecoming. It was stupid. It was 6 DJs on the set. It was so many niggas out there. FSU people were there. TCC niggas was there. Everybody was at this fucking block party. Tallahassee Community College.
Okay, go ahead.
It was thick. Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened. I don't know who did what. To this day, it's been 12 years. Everybody got a different story about what happened. They say one of the Jacksonville niggas had a gun. They say we don't know what really happened. All I know is we got to run. I had some Steve Madden wedges on. Bitch. I got the fuck. But what I do know, me and my crew, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we was together, bitch.
Yeah.
And we went to the fucking Q social afterwards. We said, I almost swept my perm out and then got the fuck on. We was together.
I miss getting shot at and then continuing the night.
Whew, y'all good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so we gotta go. Because that's how it go. They start shooting, you run, you have your friend. If we got a goddamn fucking us in this bitch, we're together.
Yep.
I was supposed to go out to the Rose the night that Dobie got shot. I was this close to going.
I don't remember why I wasn't there.
It was the party of the year. I was.
And remember that girl got killed too? Did she get killed that same night?
A girl got killed. Now y'all killing girls. Y'all do anything.
No,
I think when they shut down the Rose.
They shut it down because of the girl or because of Dobie or both.
Probably both.
I think they died the same week or some shit like that.
Yeah, she was injured and then I think.
Yeah, man. And my dad was like, I heard they shot a girl at your school. I was like, man, they made that up because I ain't want him to like try to tell me I couldn't do shit. I'm like, man, ain't nobody died. He like, bitch, I'm reading the news.
Like, that's crazy. Like in Tallahassee, the fucked up part is somebody get killed in the club. Somebody got killed at El Patron, a Mexican spot that they turned into a club. It's a great Mexican spot. So imagine they down in Danteos and put a DJ in that bitch and niggas in there. This thing got shot in the head right in the middle of the fucking whatever the fuck.
In front of the dance floor?
That shit was back open.
Jesus Christ.
Niggas still getting yardsticks on Cinco de Mayo. Somebody died right here.
Yeah. Well, Lord. But anyway.
Okay, jokes of the week.
Jokes of the week.
I have one. Mine is funny. Just
go
quick.
Go.
Because we always talk about me being a straight, and I was told you I was gonna gay so hard or whatever. Mm-hmm. And like the FAMU suds are sick of my shit, and the FAMU D words are sick of my shit. Mm-hmm. And it's funny.
D words.
The D words.
Can I do the episode? The D words.
The D words.
Yes.
So.
Title.
During homecoming, again, one of my line sisters is masculine presenting. Mm-hmm. And I got drunk as fuck at the day party. But I was less drunk than my other line sister who was like passed out. So I still looked sober. Because compared to her, I'm great. So I was allowed to go to the next party. So I'm just like, oh, I'm drunk, but I'm still here. And I'm with my line sister. So with my line sister, she's with another stud friend. And I'm drunk as fuck, and I only went out because I was promised Waffle House. So I was like, fine, I'll be good for 2 hours if I can get my Waffle House.
We could just get you Waffle House.
But they were like, no, we're going to this fucking party first because it's where everybody at. And I was like, fine, I'll sit here and I'll be good. That was I'm being good. That was me all night.
I want some hash browns.
Yeah.
Yes, but then they had like food trucks at the fucking party.
At the party.
So I'm looking at her and I'm just like, you got a burger? She's like, yeah. And I was like, have a piece of the burger. She's like, yeah, you have a piece, shawty. You got a piece. I was like,
hey, thanks.
So, like, I had a piece, and before I knew it, that burger was gone. Like, I ate the fuck out this girl burger. Like, I didn't steal it. She said I could have it. She's like, you can go ahead and have it, baby. Oh. And I
was probably horsing that shit, bro.
I was like, I was so drunk. But it, like, soaked back up all the drunkenness, and I kind of, like, came back to life. But I was like, well, then we kind of go together now. So, like, we was walking around the party like this. I'm sure people was like, man, okay, I didn't know she was like. So I walked around the party like, My mom
I hate
was
bitches like you.
I was on her ass the whole night because I'm like, I got a burger. We're best
I'm
friends.
feeling protected.
I feel so safe. This is amazing. And then my like chaperone line sisters were like, "Is she bothering you?" She was like, "She's fine. It's fine."
Oh.
But it was so fucking funny. And that next night, I was like, the next morning, I was like, "Did I eat that girl burger like that?" And they were like, "Yes, Mel, you stole the fucking girl's burger." And I felt so bad. But it was like funny because I knew I meant well. Well, fast forward, this weekend was a celebration bowl. Fan Beauty Champs. National champions.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Wow, I put it all on the field, and I'm very glad for all the
You look
touchdowns.
cute. I saw your pictures.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
I like y'all mascot, the girl one.
Yes, Lady Venom is a twerking fool. I'm so glad they were like, let's put the dancing ass niggas and bitches in these fucking mascot costumes and let them dance.
Yeah.
Genius. But anyway, so it was celebration bowl, and I'm at the day party again. I said, "Hey!" It was like when Issa ran into Thug Yoda in the
Not
Uber.
your studs, bitch.
I bet she was like, oh God, no.
She was like, "What's up, shawty?" I can't remember what she said. She has like an accent because she's from Florida, so it's like a North Florida accent. But it was so loud I couldn't hear what she said. But all I did make out was her saying, "I know you ain't gay for real," but it was just funny as fuck. And I was just like, I can't hear nothing else that you just said. That's fucking hilarious. I'm so sorry.
I know you
or
ain't
you're
gay for
welcome.
real.
Whatever happened. This is great. But that was probably one of the best bacon cheeseburgers I've ever had in my fucking life. And I do it again.
I'd do it again. It's crazy.
That burger was delicious.
My joke of the week is that I will never grow up. I'll never change. So we started my birthday bar crawl. Yes, my birthday is this week, guys. Send me money. But we started the bar crawl at the Nook, which is a very white bar. Like it's like a little white divey bar, but they decorate real pretty for Christmas. And I love Christmas. My birthday same week as Jesus because I'm special. So we had a Christmas pajama bar crawl. I got Christmas lights in my hair. I got present bows on my titties. Like I'm having a good time. And so I'm drunkenly singing Christmas carols. We're in a Christmas Wonderland bar. We're all dressed in Christmas clothes. So I start singing. Let me tell you something about white bitches. They be so bold when they think you can't see them. Because I'm singing, everybody in the bar singing, but it's the white bitch putting her hands over her ears like I'm annoying her. So I said, I see you, take your fucking hands down. And guess what she did? She took them fucking hands down. Bitch, girl, fuck you. But I just need to grow up. Like, you 36. I'm not 36. But, like, I feel like that. Like, stop yelling at white bitches outside, man. Like,
But
you
sometimes
were
white
drunk
bitches
and
need
it's
to be
your
yelled
birthday, so I
at.
feel
Did you see that video where the black lady got a bunch of flowers and then the white bitch was on the side like, I hate roses? Girl, fuck
they
you.
for you?
right.
There's a hater in the house tonight.
Bubbles.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand
Yeah.
up. Okay, jokes of the week. Do you guys, come on.
Yes.
You guys have your...
Okay, so last week I went over to my mom's house and she says, I fell.
Oh, no. When older people fall, that's like that's an event in the family. Like, that's...
It's a canon event.
My mama fall. That's it for the week. We done. Like...
And I said, are you okay? Fell where? And she said, I was downstairs in the gym doing step-ups. And then I said,
You got the
because
video?
I saw a dark spot in her mouth.
Oh, no. She lost a tooth?
Oh.
She said, I fell
baby.
right on my tooth.
How they gonna put it back in there?
Oh.
You wrong for laughing. Why would you laugh at that lady?
Yo, it's my biggest fear to lose a tooth.
Oh my God. If I lose a tooth, I think I'm done. I think I'm wrapping things up because if I have recurring dreams that I lose my money teeth.
And it was
A
this
money
one.
tooth? Oh my God.
Right here, she cracked it in half, straight across.
If I lose a tooth,
I don't know what to do. So then I started freaking out, like as if I lost a tooth. She's in the bathroom. She's like, "Oh man, it's ugly." And what am I supposed to say? That it's not. It's your front tooth.
Damn.
So I go upstairs and I'm like freaking out. My arm went numb. Mariah's getting on a plane. I can't call her. I call my sister and I'm just like, Mommy broke her tooth. And I started crying and she's like, is she okay? And I'm like, yeah, she's headed to the dentist. She's like, so what's wrong with you? I said, she broke her tooth. Don't you understand? It's my biggest fear. She said, and now she's laughing at me. She's like, first of all, the urgency that you called with, you yet to say anything.
put that tooth back in my mama's mouth.
I said, you have to go get it fixed. And then I had a chance to see Color Purple early. My mom does not leave the house. I said, we're supposed to see Color Purple tomorrow. You cannot walk out the house.
Put you a mask on.
You better put your fucking tooth in.
But you like,
like it's not working. She got to the dentist. She got it fixed.
Oh my God.
Thank the
That's so
Lord,
hard.
but-
The meth girls on TikTok, the ones who are recovering, be making teeth. So listen,
They do.
Listen,
They
I
get
don't
them
know
off
how.
Amazon.
I don't know how I got there.
yeah,
But like,
you worry about that hip roll on TikTok. You on meth talk, bitch?
if I see a bitch make a tooth, well, I got to meth talk from 304 talk. I know
Okay.
how that happened.
Okay.
Because
They hand in hand.
I was on Ho Talk, and then one of the hoes was like going through some meth recovery because I was on the Black 304 Talk because that's my business. You know what I'm saying? These my people. But then, you know, I'm in charge now. Them kind started like
Yeah.
filtering in, and then it got methy. And then so I'm like, okay, well, I'm here. I want to know,
Yeah.
like, the dangers of meth. Like, I'm already not going to do it, but, like, I need, like, some more solidifying, just, like, keep it fresh. I need to know what's going on in the community. So she's talking about, like, losing her teeth and shit. And she started whipping it up. She just started making a tooth.
Yeah, she said it's a kid
and
on Amazon, I
she
think.
sculpted that bitch and
Yep.
put the little ridges in the bottom and got a tooth.
They say it lasts a couple days.
There's a tooth. Yeah, temporary tooth.
That's like when you saw the lady who got her nose snatched off from coke.
Yeah.
And had to put like a piece of her thigh or some shit on her forehead to kind of rebuild her nose.
Coking your
I swear I
nose off
seen
is
somebody
insane.
without a nose at a gas station. I might have been
It might have been that
I
lady.
might have been 14 years
She-
old, and I was like, that's their tongue. Like they had a hole. in
Oh no,
their
that's terrifying. Maybe they got shot.
I don't know, but he was just pumping gas, and I was just like,
You try not to stare, but like I need to know
I
scientifically
know, I
how
need to
we
look
got here.
closer and
I'm
look away
sorry.
at the same
I've got
time.
so many questions about your nose hole.
I'm so
here.
sorry. You got little kids like, what's wrong with him? Like, I kind of gotta know.
There's a man, I'm sure he still works there in my grandmama town in Mississippi. I had never seen nobody with that had vitiligo before. And I have a birthmark on my arm that's pretty fucking huge. So, like, whenever I see people with spots, I'm like, dang. So, he had, you know, like,
Vitiligo.
the condition all over. So, my grandma says, I was like, does he have spots? Like, what is going on? And he was like,
Come on, man. I'm trying to get some fucking green.
I'm trying to fucking pack these girls. She said we talking about spots, and my grandma said she was dragging me out the store. And I'm like, I need to ask you. I need to know.
Little kids are such assholes, man. But it's like they do generally just be wanting to know. But I still have that in me. I'm just not rude about it. But if I see somebody with like a thing, I'm just be like, I think that's where that talk I'm beyond. Because have y'all heard of damn, what's the name of it? It's the new syndrome. Not new.
They dropping new
They
syndromes.
got new stuff.
I'm sick of it.
What's the name of it? But it makes the kids, they all like their face.
RSV?
Not RSV. Damn, what the fuck? Hold on. I'm about to look up the name of it. But it's one little white girl who has it. And then I go down a rabbit hole.
Did you just type syndrome?
Because I know I tweeted about it. No, I typed syndrome because I know I tweeted
Oh, because
about
you
it.
tweeted about it. I said, girl, that's a shot in the fucking dark. What you doing?
Okay, it's called San Filippo syndrome.
Are you fucking with me?
That's the fucking name.
Did you
of
make it up, Melanie?
No, I didn't.
Because you
Because apparently,
just,
shut the fuck up. So,
I'm gonna Google it myself because you might be
yes.
tricking
So
me.
basically, you can have a baby boy,
Oh,
baby.
and it's Filippo, not PH. With
Filippo.
the F.
Right, and then after a while, the baby starts to regress, and it's actually a childhood version of dementia. So the child will regress, and their face will change. So that's why they all literally look alike. All of the kids who have it look alike. So now,
I've seen some of these babies before.
yeah, some of these babies are on TikTok. So then now it's like, oh, does such and such's baby have this because they look like this? So now I'm in a rabbit hole of other little family talks because the white family talk is crazy. But yeah, you see how they all have like the same
Shape head.
eyebrows and the
Yeah,
and
they
the
got these
nose.
brows.
Forehead.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this.
and
I
their
ain't finna
face,
fuck.
but they don't be born like that. They start kind of like,
Just looking like that.
yeah, I'm gonna say like
they die? Does it
mutating.
kill
It's just
you?
a-
And they die early because it's kind of like Benjamin Button. They kind of like
Just go backwards.
they go backwards until nothing, and
Does
it's
it do
very
it to
sad.
their organs and shit?
I didn't go that deep into it,
Child.
but yeah, that was sad. But like I always find like niche because me and my mom used to watch a lot of TLC growing up when it was actually like a learning channel before it was like reality TV. So I learned about all kinds of different stuff. It's like the Siamese twins on there. One has a boyfriend, one doesn't.
Right.
That gets really
Oh,
weird.
yeah, the girl, yeah.
And then what was it?
Don't they only have one vagina, though?
They do. So like they're like, can y'all please stop asking? But like I really want to know how y'all feel.
Would you share
I'm
a vagina
so-
with me?
No.
Okay.
It's like I'm so sorry, but like I have to know how this all works.
You want to share pussy with me, bro?
No, I don't want to share. I don't have my own pussy. I want my own.
Very much.
I should've
I'm
It's
saying, like,
just
in a
nice.
pinch. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we had to.
Like, girl, can I borrow your pussy for the weekend? Like, Deron coming to town. No, you can't borrow my pussy. You asked for last week.
Give me some earplugs and a blindfold and a weighted blanket.
Like a curtain.
and I'll be fine. That's bullshit, man. I'm on your side.
What's
You
the
put
joke
me
of
in
the
the
week,
cold.
MaRah?
Okay. First of all, when Tazzy was texting me when her mom broke her tooth, she was like, she called me and I was like, I'm on the plane, friend. She was like, my mom broke her tooth. You know that's my big severe. I'm freaking out. And I was like, oh man. I think I was the only person who was
It's
like,
not hereditary.
calm down, friend. It's okay. You got it. So I got really jealous this past week because I saw everybody having Color Purple premieres. And so I think I saw yours, Mel, and I was like, oh, Mel to the Color Purple premiere. I'm a Color Purple, like, purist. Like, I only listen to original Broadway cast. Like, I love it.
And which one's the original?
I'm sorry?
Like, the original Broadway cast. Which one's the OG cast?
With LaShond's. So, Cynthia Erivo, that is the reboot.
The opening. But which Fantasia was 07, though.
Fantasia's not the original Broadway cast, though.
Right, so neither is Cynthia, so the official...
Cynthia did the revival. She's the official revival, but Fantasia did the original when it was on Broadway, but she wasn't the original Celie.
Okay, who's the
LaShond's
original?
was.
LaShond's. Okay.
So, I was like, you know what, Tazzy? I feel like we're popular enough and our podcast is good enough and we have fans. Why are we not invited to a premiere? I gotta wait like everybody else. I gotta be on Christmas morning at North DeKalb Mall trying to see it like everybody
you're
else.
down bad if you down to the North DeKalb Mall.
You down in North DeKalb.
Is
That
gonna
is
be
the only
my
thing
life?
in that mall left. In that Marshalls. It's good
In the Marshalls. They even took the America's Best away from there.
Damn.
So I gotta watch it on Christmas like everybody else. And so I was like, you know what, Tazzy, I'm gonna manifest it first. Like, we are going to go see The Color Purple. The next morning, I swear, me and Tazzy must have been laid in the bed on our phones at the same time because the email comes in, Color Purple premiere. And I said, oh. And then I open it and I said, oh. And then my phone rings and it's Tazzy and she says, look, she's like, you manifested it. It's here. We're gonna go see Color Purple. I said, oh. And then I looked at the dates and I said, I will be out of town. I said, you got to be more specific with your prayers.
Got to.
Damn, friend.
Don't talk about it. I hate you.
Did you go see it?
I did.
She wasn't gonna wait.
She said, oh, absolutely. I've not seen it. I like to go see Christmas Day movies on Christmas.
Like I saw Dreamgirls when it came out on Christmas Day.
I did, yeah.
I think my family is doing too much on Christmas. Like, we always host Christmas, so it would have been too much for us to try to cook. And my mom has already started cooking for Christmas.
Okay.
See, that's how I feel. Like,
She makes her batter for the sweet potato pie. She freezes it and then she unfreezes it next week when it's time to make the pie.
Okay.
So that's what she's already like. She don't play about Christmas. Our house has been a madhouse since December 1st for her preparing for Christmas. So it'd been too much for us to try to go. So when I got invited, I was like, can I bring my whole family? Knock everybody out
At one time.
So. And that's what I did. Okay, let's get into the actual podcast.
Yes,
let's
the
get into
interview. You guys are so fun.
Yeah, I'm having a blast. So this is I'm still here. Oh, we do this every time.
Yes.
So let's talk about your journey and how you guys are able to use humor to push through your traumas. That's our brand.
That's what our whole podcast is about.
yeah, I really feel like that just comes naturally, right? Like, I feel like you can't help but laugh. If you don't laugh through it, it's really gonna take you down. Like, you have to find the humor in it.
Yeah.
I think that's life. Like, I spend a lot of times like, I've got mommy issues, let's laugh about it.
Yes.
I've got trust issues, let's laugh about it. I know people that I grew up with that are more famous than me, let's laugh about it. Because I'm doing nothing with my life. Yeah, so
You're doing something with your
You're
life.
doing right.
Who the fuck do you know that grew up with you that's more famous than you? Who?
And then whisper it to me.
And the thing was, but before college,
Fuck her.
I was compared to her
You don't
since
know her, but I'm gonna
12.
tell you. You know who it is, but you don't. I'm gonna tell you.
Just do that and run it back. I have the first name. I don't have the last name.
Remember I used
famous
to
now.
make fun of her last name? Do you remember that?
Everybody did. But I've been compared to her since I was like 12. And so now that she's like doing things and I'm sitting on my ass.
You're not sitting on your ass. You have
With
a
amazing
huge podcast. You have a yes.
Yep, that's her.
You have a huge podcast. Don't do that to yourself.
Well, I mean, you know.
She's a cunt.
She's a horrible
Yeah,
person.
so let's
I
not.
actually, when we
And she fucked what's his name while we were dating.
believe that.
Yeah. So
Y'all went to high school together or something?
We did pageants
y'all?
together.
we went to college together. She went to college with us too.
And but I've been compared
yeah.
to her since I was 12 by my own mother, who used to take us shopping and buy her things and not me.
Oh.
But then one time I sat
wrong with
down
moms?
as an adult and had a real conversation with her. I was like, this is like, you probably don't know this, but here are the times where I've been traumatized when you didn't know it, but like, us being compared really hurts my feelings. And then from that day forward, we smoked a blunt. I thought we were gonna be cool. Next day, wouldn't speak to me again. All of her little fucking theater friends turned on me. Her and the that boy that you hate that went to that school, plus his little new best friend. I was just like, you know what, fuck you all.
So let me just say, I know this is very personal. We're talking about somebody that we know and y'all don't. When I say somebody is a cunt, when I'm openly mean to somebody, they deserved it. Because everybody was on my ass and was like, why is she such a sweet girl? Why are you being so mean to her? She's
Horrible
a
person.
bitch. And I'm going to keep saying it. I be so right about folks, especially these hoes. Oh my God.
She does look like she sucks them.
She do. Real bad.
She has that look of like, oh my God, she's like y'all saying, like she's so sweet and she's like the worst bitch you
She's
ever
a
met in your
fucking
life.
monster.
Wow, that's crazy.
But anywho,
I
yeah.
have no idea who this is,
So I want you to stop saying that shit about yourself, though. You're succeeding in life. Please, please relax.
I got way more
Yeah.
followers than her.
Yeah, yeah.
She's not doing that great.
And she not good at her job.
I haven't seen it.
I saw it because I wanted to make fun of it, and when I watched it, I said, "Perfect. I can make fun of this in earnest. I don't even have to make things up. This sucks." So I watched it.
Okay.
I saw it.
Yeah, and we kind of have to push through things and, you know, fuck those people that, you know, the naysayers and the such and the things.
Even if it's yourself.
Even if it's yourself.
I'm my biggest naysayer. I be having to talk shit to myself all day long. Yeah.
Be nice to my friend Talley.
I am, man. Not today, though. I wasn't good to myself.
Okay,
today.
go with that.
So how did y'all come up with the vision and concept for Sistas Who Kill? Because like I said, it's a very, like, specific thing. And, like, to grow it to the size that y'all have done it and just y'all's audience, how did y'all even just, you know what we gonna do? We're gonna talk about murder.
Yeah,
how
like
did
explain
that
it to
come
like
about?
they found, because I know we
yeah.
have some silly goofy girls on here that may not be into true crime. So like they never heard of
That's
it in their
fine.
life. Explain it like that.
I feel like we're true crime for people that don't like true crime, though.
Yeah.
Like, me and Taz been wanting to start a podcast. Well, I wanted to start a podcast because clearly I'm the talker out of the group. And I was like, you know, we are so interesting. We be on the phone having these deep conversations. And even in our early 20s, we were like, we're planning for our future. We should have a podcast about coming into womanhood and planning for your future. We never started that one. We were like, we should have a podcast about how to get your money together. My money is still not together, hers is. And I was like, we need to do something. We could never figure it out. And so COVID hit, and we were just, I mean, we had nothing to do. We were both just on the phone, and I'm a podcast listener, so I was listening to a lot of true crime podcasts. She's a documentary watcher. She was listening to watching a whole bunch of documentaries, and we were like, oh, we are crossing over on the same cases. And you know, the first girl, you was at school in the same county I was. It was the twins that got arrested at school for killing their mama.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
That was our school.
I remember that. The light skinned girls and they had the kinky twists and shit. And they both they
And they had like
fucking
didn't
twins.
they have like a big ass house or something like that? That was like a subdivision murder. Is that the same?
I mean, it wasn't a subdivision. It wasn't a house and a standalone home, but it
we
wasn't a
talking
big
about
ass
the
house. They
same
wasn't in
We
smoke
talking about
houses and
this
shit.
yeah, I remember that. That was crazy on the
Not
news. You the cab girly too, right? Where you went?
Tucker.
Tucker, you went to Tucker.
So did Tazzy.
Y'all went to look at the
Look at DeKalb County, bitch. Don't you ever play on DeKalb County.
play with DeKalb County.
Period.
Go ahead.
So they got arrested and me and Tazzy were talking about it, and we were like, you know what? Every time we hear this story, it's told by a white man, and some of the things that they were talking about, like, oh, these girls were spoiled. They did not know how to take authority. And we were like, them bitches was in ROTC and like top of ROTC, so you can't tell me that they had a problem with authority. And then they were like, mom was young and a hairdresser, and they were like, they got everything that they wanted, but their mom was also trying to prove to be a mother when they started being a teen. And, you know, if you don't know how to do that, most young mothers trying to finally take the mother role don't know how to do that, so they make up for it by buying them stuff. Oh, I'm not gonna apologize.
Black moms apologize.
Exactly.
You hungry?
You want to go to the store?
I bought you these shoes. So we were like, there are some pieces of the story that we feel are missing, and it's really because white men are talking about black women and black women experiences, and you don't know unless you had a black mama. Like, you don't know. So we were like, oh, I think we have a podcast.
I love that.
And I had a podcast a year before that. I started during COVID, COVID, and a whole year we made $5 each. And Tazzy said, let me tell you what we're not going to do.
Not this.
So, I don't know. It blew up pretty quickly. Yeah. I started making TikToks.
The TikToks really. The TikToks did
TikTok
it.
be doing this thing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Amazing.
Okay. So how does humor/comedy fit into hosting a podcast that covers such a serious subject?
So when we had the idea, I told MaRah, I was like, I don't act. I don't want to get behind this camera and act. Like,
Thank you for being here on camera. I know this is not your jam, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I mean, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
But I was just like, I don't act. I don't want to do the typical true crime thing where they're like, oh, he did what? So
That's
like,
crazy.
right. I'm not gonna give it to you. And so I was like, I think they should really just be like our regular conversations. And when nobody's listening, you can talk about the funny parts that happen. You know what I
kind
mean?
of fucking funny.
Right. So
Murder can be funny.
and then not actually like that part, but like certain things leading up to it. Like we've had a case where, she borrowed the money to buy the weapon, and we're like, you ain't even got enough money to kill this person. So like, why
Can't
are you-
afford murder.
It's not in the budget.
I would have stopped right there. I'm not that determined.
You know what I mean?
Or be a little more creative. Break a fucking beer glass. Have
Whatever
some class.
happened to poisoning? You know what I'm saying? Like,
old
A little bit of
fashioned.
nail dust.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you gotta shoot him.
yeah, shoot.
Like, so I think we just like still trying to be respectful. There's certain parts that we make sure not to make a joke about, but like, if it came to my head and I think it's funny, I'm gonna say
So
it.
what parts don't you? Because like here, I'll joke about anything. So, and she will too. So what parts don't you joke about? Like, what kind of sensitivity do you go? Because we have things we have to be sensitive about, but we be right up to the edge of like.
And I think we play it right up to the edge. You know what I mean?
Right at that line.
Like, even you have like the Brittany Norwood murder. And after she finished stabbing a girl, this is Lululemon, sorry. The Lululemon murder.
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
So after she finished stabbing a girl, she tied her hands up and posed like this until somebody came and found her. And it's like,
Girl.
And she looked like,
Not a stunt queen.
oh,
She
you
wanted
know
a
what I
moment.
mean? And so it's like, it's not exactly the murder, but girl, you look stupid. Come on now.
That's crazy.
Because why your hands up here when you can move them
and
down
that's not
here?
even how you stab for real. Who's stabbing like this?
No, she tried to act like she was the victim. And
No,
was
she
like,
posed as someone tried to stab her.
Bitch.
we had one case where the woman killed the girl that she thought was talking to her girl. And then she had to wait for her social security check to buy the chainsaw. She had to
Chainsaw?
She had to wait on her social security check to buy the chainsaw. Went to the Home Depot and was like, I need the cheapest chainsaw that you got. And so she finally gets the cheapest chainsaw, and of course, cheap chainsaw, lots of spatter. Then
Why
instead of
you
trying to
saying that like we know?
and,
Of course, cheap
think
chainsaw.
any
I figured it wouldn't be able to get through
The
but
bone.
harder to get through the bones, And so then she like puts the body parts and puts them in the dumpster, and then she's like, oh man, what am I gonna do? There's blood and everything all over the place. Instead of cleaning, she just like, I'm gonna take some blue paint and I'm just gonna paint over all the blood, all the bone marrow. No one's gonna
bone marrow?
She
wall.
I mean, it's gonna be bone marrow.
Bone marrow splatters?
bone marrow
like
chips.
chips.
Do you've seen bone marrow? Have you ever?
I've never met it.
Have you ever eaten bone
like a
marrow?
chicken, like
you know
a
what it
chicken
looks
bone,
like.
and you crack a chicken bone.
bone.
Okay, not the
inside.
marrow, the bone itself. Sorry.
No, because I was like, shit, I don't pay attention to science. I didn't know.
I think the thing that
was
scares me
splattering.
about true crime is like I don't ever want to make anybody that mad. Like so like you remember I told you I was fucking that lady husband at one point, and I used to like really have dreams that like she would come and kill me, and I'd be like, damn, like what if this is my true crime story? Like what if she just really decided like I gotta
That's
get
kind of
this bitch
like
outta
my
here?
whole internal monologue is just a true crime narration. Because like I watched a cold case. I'm not a true crime girly like that, but I do like cold case. But I had to stop watching cold case because it showed. It could be anybody that could just murder your ass just because they feel like. I feel like all of y'all kill me. Like, just off the strength of, like,
No.
You're
a
one bad day
Butterfinger.
away.
Just because you may be having a bad day. And this is the day that you going to kill me because in Cold Case, that one episode when it was fucking Sweetness from Rollbound.
Yes.
And it was the fucking church bitch who killed him.
Yeah.
I was like, anybody could just kill me because they felt like it that day.
You never know. So what scares me, guys? They never caught that murderer that's over by where I live at. Remember that man
That was
killed-
walking.
Yes. So, damn.
Sorry.
Can we believe it?
Yeah.
Can you believe
Can you believe that? But they never caught him, you know, and that scares me because I'm like, damn, like, and so he carved the word fat into the lady's abdomen.
Oh, he killing fat bitches?
And I
You're
said,
done.
not the fat bitches, because I'm assuming it's a white man, because as per. But like, if you killing fat bitches and carving the word fat into their abdomen, I might be next. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! And so
What's the Ayala meme?
I just be looking like, what you doing? Where you going? Anytime anybody passes me, like I have a neighbor that like whenever I'm carrying my water, he lives in the building next to me. Whenever I'm carrying my water, somehow he's always outside and helps me carry it to the porch. But I'm like, what if it's you?
Yeah.
What if it's you?
Anyone in there with like a fucked up haircut and some glasses, you did it.
It's you.
It's you. I don't trust and one of them with a bad haircut and some glasses.
I was at a gas station yesterday, right on the corner of like.
Stop telling people where you be at.
Sorry, right somewhere crazy on the east side.
Okay.
And I just wanted an iced coffee. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to go in and get a bottle of iced coffee. And so then this man, he was very dressed like he was homeless, and he kind of blocked me when I was going to the register. And I was like, do I turn around or do I just be like, excuse me? And I was like, please. And I was just like. And I was like, oh God,
I be having to boss up on people, but I be
You
so
gotta
scared.
try to stand on business, but
because I have no flight, I can't run. Like I'm not speedy, and I'm not small, so, and I'm gonna be embarrassed trying to run away from murder. So like,
you a dog.
I mean, I got one, but he's scary too.
Imagine you run away from a murderer, you escape murder, but then he like, look at you run, bitch.
Stupid bitch. But
you run ugly as fuck.
I've been on elevators where I've had to just like loudly ask men like, what's finna happen in here? Like, cause you're being weird. I was at Kroger and this nigga saw me get in my car. He used his car to block my car and then refused to move his car until I gave him my number. And I told
That's not cute.
No, it's not cute. And I told him, because he thought it was like a silly, goofy time. I said, for real, like, I've been so traumatized in my life, and I've really been waiting on a day to kill one of you motherfuckers righteously, like, for fucking with me. I said, so know that I'm taking this way more seriously than you are. And then he was like, you know what? You got it. And he got in his car.
I understand how uncomfortable they make people.
Listen, it's terrifying. Even at the fucking what was that? At the Vortex the other day, it's like niggas just see so much opportunity to just be normal.
What happened?
It wasn't like an assault, but it was also like you could have just been normal and you just chose not to.
Mm-hmm.
So like
at my birthday?
Yeah, it's your birthday.
I was drunk. I don't
No, you were drunk. No,
Oh.
I was with what was her name? Not Des, but the one who was with Des. She was sitting across from me. Damn, what was her name? Damn.
Are you talking about
the
Tay?
young lady.
Tay.
Yes,
Tay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Des and Tay. I was like, it was three
There's
letters.
two Dez's and a Tay. Okay.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So it was Tay. So I was talking to niggas. Only time I like talking to niggas now is like when I want something. So like I flirted with the old fam, you niggas at the bar. Okay, y'all not leaving. I just want y'all seats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was another set of niggas. I'm talking to y'all. Okay, I'm trying to see if y'all leaving or not so I can sit in your seats. Then I saw some seats free up and I didn't realize people were already waiting for them, but they weren't like acting like they was about to sit down. So I was like, sit down. He's like, damn, Shawty, you gonna take our seats like that? I was like, oh, I didn't know, like, you want me to get up, blah, blah, blah. And, just trying to be, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. I'm so sorry. He's like, nah, it's okay. You can sit in my lap, though.
No.
Tell me
He's
my name.
normal, nigga. Damn.
No.
And even his
flash my
homeboy was
weapon a
like,
couple times.
nigga.
What are you doing?
Like, when the man around is even like,
You're scaring the hoes.
and then he like walked, he's like, bro, you just gonna walk right to saying some shit like that. And I was like, thank you, kind nigga stranger, because what the fuck was that?
It was a nigga at Target, bro, and I keep a mean mug on. I hate these hoes so bad, so I really be trying to scrunch my face up so niggas don't talk to me. Like, cause really the only people who do talk to me when I look like that are women, and if you decided to press through this face, you deserve some pussy, ma'am. I got it for you. But my face was like this, and I was walking in Target, and he looked at me. I'm about to get really close to you and invade your space. We were coming through the Target doors, and he swung right here.
Oh, no.
And I said, oh! I backed up, and then he walked away like I was the problem. He was like, never mind. Never mind. What were you gonna
Never mind.
do? What were you gonna do? And then that nigga at Kroger told me he saw my parking tag hanging up in my mirror, and he was like, oh, I be over there all the time. I know where that is.
Sir,
Sir, please.
Sir.
So I feel like I'm always narrowly escaping murder.
I think
I've had to flash
always
my
are.
weapon a couple times, and one time he was like, I bet it ain't even loaded. And I said, it's loaded with hollow tips. What's up? He was like, oh, okay, you know something.
Yeah,
Why are you quizzing me on guns?
let's fucking see if it's loaded, bitch. Let's fucking do it.
Oh, shit.
What you looking
I'm
at?
sorry, I'm ordering Chick-fil-A, so by the time we finish, it'll be here.
Okay.
Before breakfast ends.
This gotta be your last Chick-fil-A though. You know they support genocide.
God damn it.
Yeah, so enjoy it. Wrap it
I
up.
didn't even, them two?
Yeah, I want y'all to know I've not bought any new Starbucks cups. I've only have the ones I have, and I don't show the emblem anymore on camera because you guys are fucking crazy.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't be at Starbucks like that anyway. So it was just like I guess I've been boycotting.
People be like, it's so easy to boycott. Starbucks was my shit. So like the fact, like I really had to stay on 10 toes about that shit. I want nothing more than a fucking bacon, egg, and Gouda sandwich. I was like, I'm gonna start at Starbucks on my way here, and I'm in the car like, fuck. So I had to have popcorn for breakfast.
Like I only have it sometimes when I'm at like Target and shit, but like I ain't been going to Target like I used to, so that's kind of like great for everybody involved.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a couple more questions, y'all.
Okay.
So, what's the most bizarre, it could be funny, it could be like out of this world, whatever, true crime story that y'all have individually or collectively come across?
We always talk about black women, and most of them are black cases, but these white people, they are crazy. There was this woman named Linda. Linda's a white woman living in New York in the 50s. She comes across a man, and this man is obsessed with her, Mr. Pugosh. And that's the time where, you know, women were afraid to become old spinsters, and they were saving themselves till marriage, because they would be dirty. So she meets this man, and he's like, oh, I'm in love with you. He is a lawyer. He's so successful. He's driving all these fancy cars in New York in the 50s, and she's falling in love with him. And then she finds out that he's married.
Oh, of course.
Cool.
Niggas.
He, of course, then tries to pursue her again. Oh, I'm going to get a divorce. Here are my divorce papers, blah, blah, blah. So she gets the divorce papers. She sends them to a lawyer friend, and they start dating again. A couple weeks later, find out the divorce papers were forged, of course. And he's just like, I just really love you. I think we should be together. I'm going to leave my wife. Of course, they always say that. And then she's saying, no. His wife now, of course, at the time being scared of being a divorcee, it knows that he's cheating and is just
taking it.
Men will be men.
Oh, boys will be boys, yeah.
So then this woman, Linda, she starts dating a Navy SEAL or something like that, big fancy guy, and he's like, if I can't have you, nobody can.
Oh, no.
And so he at first tried to hire somebody to beat her up and scare her. The woman that he hired to find somebody ended up just taking the money and pocketing it because girls, right? And so then he decided that he was going to hire a crooked cop to assault her, impregnate her, so that nobody would want her because now she's an out of wedlock woman.
So the big R.
Yes, the big R. And then
Well,
because
how do you know
nobody would
she's
want her.
ovulating to impregnate her on purpose?
Who knows? Because if she's pregnant, then nobody will want her, and then she will, of course, come back to him. They said by this time she knew that he was stalking, he was calling, he was sending flowers, gifts, so she wasn't even staying at her apartment anymore. So that didn't happen. Then he started having so many calls and text didn't exist.
Telegrams,
Calls
letters,
and telegrams and
yeah.
letters and flowers and gifts going to her office. And every time she went to the police, they were like, well, do you have any witnesses? And she's like, he's a lawyer. Of course he's not going to do it in front of witnesses. They were like, there's not much we can do, ma'am. And so then...
You've got a great old-timey cop voice. That was insane.
So then she says, oh, she gets a little ding package for Miss Linda. And she's like, great. Oh, it must be my fiance, my Navy SEAL fiance giving me something amazing. She opens up her door because it's New York, so you know, I gotta call people in. New York can't change that much. And the man pushes himself in and throws acid in her face. So now she is blind. She can barely see out of one eye. She can't see out of the other, completely blind. She is being basically 24-hour surveillance by the police. She's in the hospital. They're wiretapping his phones to try to figure out that this man did it. He's finally going to be like, I'm going to do an insanity plea. Tries to do an insanity plea, gets the insanity plea. He gets like 10, 12 years, something really low. But the whole time, she's changed her number. She's done whatever. But he's men in high places, men with money, men with pool. He then starts sending her letters from jail and sending her money from jail. And I'm going to take care of you. And she's now, of course, her fiance left her because she was scarred and, you know, he wasn't really going to be there.
You've made me a monster.
Right. So now here she is. He's gotten out of prison. She's still a virgin. He starts stalking her again. And finally she's like, you know what? I'll marry you. And they lived happily ever after.
She should have killed that nigga, man. I'm sorry. Certain niggas you just gotta...
Even asked it up. He was just like, I still want you.
She wore the shades, and how the acid got her. Like, we've seen acid cases where it's been the whole body. We did a case where a girl threw acid on a dude and it covered 90% of his body. Only like 2 small patches on his back were not burned.
Where are the bitches buying acid?
Amazon.
What? What?
She got it off of Amazon.
You got to be fucking shitting me.
And you know, that's real. That case that Tazzie's talking about happened in the UK because they're strict on gun laws. So there's a lot of
They get
stabbings and
creative out there.
acid. Yeah, but her
I've
and this
never
man,
been that mad.
Acid is crazy. Do you just like get a bucket? Do you have to
And
heat
see,
it
for
up?
them, it didn't even
No.
not that mad. It's like, you can't move on from me. And so I'm going to make you so hideous that nobody's going to want you. You have no choice but to be with me.
I'm sorry. She should have killed. When you said she was like, okay, I'll marry you, I'm like, great, here comes the poisoning. She's gonna poison him.
no, she was in.
But and
They
also
had interviews
then
where
you
she was
can't
in
live
love.
with no husband.
Right, because you crave to be loved as a human.
And you can't really get an apartment at that time by yourself without your daddy or your husband's signature or some shit like that. You can't get
And
a
at the
credit
time, she
card.
lived in an apartment. It was her divorced mom, and her widowed grandma. Like,
So they were already
like-
a spinster family.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all over there some whores. Y'all have no men. Blah, blah, blah. So she had to kind of. I'm sure.
I'd
her
have made
mom
that
was
nigga
like,
a cherry
That's
pie.
a good man, Savannah.
And then
He
the thing
acided
was,
you.
while they were dating, he was like, "Oh, I want to have sex." She was like, "I am a virgin. I really want to save till marriage." And he was like, "I heard that you're not a virgin, so I don't even know why you trying to hold out." And she's like, "But I am." And he was like, "Listen,
You let
y'all
that
can
nigga Terry bomb.
I know I look better than that nigga.
He said, "Listen, we can do one of 3 things. Either you marry me, you have sex with me one time, and I'll leave you alone forever, or what happened to the reporter, because something happened to a reporter where a reporter got acid in his face. That's gonna happen to you." And she's like, "Okay."
That's
So,
crazy.
Yeah.
But he still did it anyway though.
He did it anyways because she didn't have sex with him and tried to leave him and got a fiance, and they ended up getting married, and yeah, they lived.
And fuck that
seemingly
Navy SEAL
happily
man.
ever
Cause like,
after.
bitch, you supposed to be by my side, nigga done burned me in my eyeballs. So you just
That's
gonna
why you
leave
gotta
me?
ask random questions at night, like, "Babe, would you love me if I got acided
by my ex.
by my ex-boyfriend at my front door? Would you still love me?" Just gotta ask. Wow, niggas are crazy.
Niggas
Because
are
why you
insane.
ain't go out and find that man after he threw acid in my face?
Cause I know the Navy SEAL training, bitch. You could have killed him for me.
With your hands.
Even if you was gonna leave me anyway, you could have did me a fucking solid, bitch. That nigga should have been dead.
Right, at least.
I finna cry behind my bitch. Her eyes. Oh
I need my eyes, bro.
I'm seeing right now. Like, imagine.
We really are.
Imagine
seeing right
I can
now.
see
Fuck.
everything.
We can see.
I can see like a nigga. You want to take my eyeballs?
Yeah.
Can't see nobody else.
So something really mean that I used to do and I don't do it now because I realize it is abuse. Well, when I was younger and I used to date guys who wore glasses, when they would like be arguing with me, I would put their glasses in my purse. Because if you can't see my point, you don't need to see it all. But I realize now that that was abuse.
Yes.
But it was funny at the time. But it's not funny
It's
anymore.
ableist as well.
It's able. I didn't even know that was a word back then. I didn't even know ableism was a thing. I know now. I know that it was me.
I would be
but
so pissed because I'm always looking for my glasses. So if we had an argument and now I can't find them, and I be telling people I can't. If I can't see you, I can't hear you. Because part of me being able to hear, I need to look at your lips, and I'm like, ooh, okay.
that was awful.
Got me sweating.
I'm sorry. But as a young, stupid, like 18, 19-year-old bitch, that was my. Other bitches was
Why
punching
you
niggas
fucking
in the
niggas with
head.
glasses anyway?
I've always liked a dweeby nigga, man. You know that. Come on, man.
What you got against people wearing glasses?
Y'all are lovely. Y'all are
I'm
beautiful.
feeling very
Y'all
unwelcome.
It's women that are fine. Men with glasses, you just be like.
Sometimes they don't pick the right ones. It took me a long time to find the right glasses.
Men be like, as long as I can see you, they're fine. Mind you, you look insane.
You look like fucking SpongeBob, nigga. No,
you look
you look
fucking
terrible.
stupid. Hominoid head ass niggas.
Fucking man dark. Bro, it was this episode of Dexter's Lab. This is so off topic. I'm sorry.
I just started watching that going to sleep now.
Really?
Yeah,
What is it streaming on? on Max?
I think it's on Amazon. It's on Prime.
I will be watching that. I don't know what episode this was, but I forgot what it was. But Mandark was on Dexter's ass. And it was like a montage. He was like, "You're stupid. You're stupid. And don't forget, you're stupid." He did that shit like the sun was going up and down. And he kept on fucking dragging Dexter. That was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. Mandark was on that nigga's ass. Oh, man. Okay, let's get to the next question.
Yes. Did you say you're a true crime story?
Oh, did you? No. Let's get into it.
All right. So my favorite lately has been the disappearance of Susan Powell.
Go on.
Okay, so she's this Mormon woman in Utah, right? She lives a devout Mormon life. Her husband, he grew up Mormon, but like his parents got divorced, and his dad was like weird and abusive, and so he didn't follow the practice as close or whatever, right? So it's a Monday morning, and she's got 2 kids, right? She's got 2 young boys, and the lady who babysits them lives down the street. And she's like, she ain't dropped the kids off to get watched today. So she's calling her phone, and she's not answering. So she calls the job, and the job's like, she ain't come in today. She's like, okay, now I'm concerned. So she goes to the house. Nobody's there at the house, right? And so she calls. She's a babysitter, so she's got the emergency contact. She calls Susan's husband, Josh. He's not answering. She calls Josh's mom and sister who live out there. They come to the house. Everybody's like, okay, where's the family? Because nobody knows where they're at. So,
Is this the Hawaii people? They ended up going. Okay, sorry.
No,
Go
she was
ahead.
with her brand new nigga. Like, fuck them kids.
She's like, actually, I've been killed them kids. Go ahead.
she, so then the lady's like, oh man, Susan just asked my husband how to turn on her fireplace, her gas fireplace. Maybe they're all knocked out from the gas or whatever. So they call the police. And the police, like, bust the window, go inside. They're like, nobody's in the house. So everybody's like, where the fuck could this family be? Next thing you know, Josh pulls up in the driveway. He's like, what are all these people doing at my house? They're like, where are your kids? He's like, they're in the back seat. He's like, well, where have you been? He's like, oh, we decided to go to a camping trip last night.
It's winter.
It's in Utah.
You killed that fucking lady.
So
Shut the fuck out that lady.
it was like, why haven't you been answering the phone? He said, my phone died. But they say they see a phone charger in the car, right?
In the car.
So they was like, all right, we're going to take you down to the police station. Let's talk to you a little bit. He got his kids with him because his wife ain't there. And he's like, where's your wife? He's like, probably at work. Well, sir, obviously we tried her work. She's not there. Where's your wife? And he was like, I really don't know. I can't tell
So
you.
just you and them 2 dumbass kids went camping.
And it, so they said, why would you go camping? It was a blizzard. And he was like, I did it all the time growing up. It was like, his kids are like
You fucking
5 and
freak.
8.
And they were like, sir, it's a Monday. He was like, really? I thought today was Sunday. I thought we left on Saturday. Oh, I must have my days confused.
They said, when did you leave? He was like, around midnight. Like,
So you took some kids camping in the ice at midnight?
and it was like,
I look fucking
Did
stupid.
they ask the kids? Because kids tell the truth.
so he's like, he's sitting there. They're like, sir, are you concerned about your wife's disappearance? He said, well, I guess I'm starting to be. So, so they was like, you know what? Maybe you're just hesitant to talk in front of your kids. So come back out here tomorrow without the kids or whatever, right? So he leaves the kids with his mom and his sister. He goes back in to talk. They're running the same questions by him. Now the mom and the sister have taken the kids to a counselor who deals with children trauma. And so
Because they know something is up.
we were talking to the oldest boy, and they was like, what'd y'all do? And it was like, we went camping. It was like, well, who all went? Everybody, me, my brother, mom, and dad. And it was like, oh, your mom went, because dad said your mom stayed home. He was like, no, we all went. It was like, did your mom come back? And he said, no, she didn't come back. He said something weird, like she's where the jewels or the diamonds are or something. So
The diamonds.
Fucking cult.
so they called back to the police station. It was like, these kids said the mom went on a trip. So the dad's like, they said, so your wife didn't go with you? He's like, no, she didn't go with me. And he's like, because your kids are saying something different. And he's like, the kids are fucking lying. He said, are you calling your kids liars? He was like, do they lie sometimes? Yeah, they do.
Children will be children.
So
God damn.
they're
On
like,
your own kids is crazy as fuck.
they was like, let's, if you don't have nothing to hide, let's search your car or whatever. And he's like, fine. He leaves the car there with them overnight. Mind you, while he left the car there, he went and got a rental. They look in the car. It's sleds and camping gear in the back, so everything is kind of checking out. So they tell him he can come pick back up his car, and they're trying to figure out where he's been. They go to the rental place. They said, we don't know where he's been, but we know he put 300 miles on that car. And it's only been 24 hours. So he comes back, and he comes and picks up his car.
That's
They
like
get-
driving to Montgomery and back.
Yeah.
Well, that would be more than 300 miles. So that's like driving, to Athens? Well, no, I don't know directions. That's a long
That's
way.
a long drive.
That's a long drive.
So he's like, they go and they search his house. They don't find anything suspicious. They find like a little bit of blood. They said maybe she sneezed. Like, that's how little it is. So they really don't have anything to hold him off of. But what's fishy in his house is he's got about 4 or 5 computers, and they're all encrypted. Like, they can't get their guy to get inside these computers. Heavily encrypted, whatever, right? So, like, we don't have enough information to hold you, but, we'll be in contact. So they go and they're talking to the neighbors and the stuff, and the neighbors are like piecing together little bits of stories. Now they're finding out like he used to put her like on a $10 budget for dinner, like go buy dinner, feed your family of 4. It was like she would come around asking to borrow a hot dog to feed her kids and stuff. And he would say Christmas is canceled, no good reason, just I don't feel like paying for it. Christmas is canceled, like all this shit or whatever, right? So like this man's acting kind of weird. So they go and they try and talk to him again. It's been about 10 days. The man has moved. He's
I
got
bet the fuck he
up out of
did.
Utah. He has moved to Washington State with his dad.
Washington State is where all the murders happen, okay?
Ain't nobody over
They ain't
there.
doing shit.
Ain't nobody over there.
They don't even grow nothing in Washington State, do
It's
it?
just there.
Just there.
So they go.
District 12.
So they go and they look into like his dad. It turns out his dad didn't go to work the day of the disappearance.
Bitch.
So, but now they've lost jurisdiction or whatever, right? They
Yeah.
have nothing to bring him in over. So they're just like, they're trying to figure out how to get him. And so the police are like, okay, how about y'all go to Washington and say do like a thing to get recognition. So they stood outside the local grocery store, which is near his dad's house, and they're like, honk to save honk to save Susan. And we've got the news crew out there. So Josh is at home seeing people saying that he done murdered and killed his wife and hid
'Cause
the
you
body.
murdered this lady,
So he's
man.
getting upset. His dad goes down there and he's like, y'all gonna quit talking about my son? We have a restraining order. Y'all can't be up here. And it was like, the restraining order is from you. We're at the grocery store and you just came to us. You know what I mean? It was like, and we're allowed to be at this grocery store. We just got to keep 100 feet. But being as we were here first, we're not.
In violation.
So then Josh comes up there, and the dad goes on the camera, and he was like, my son did not do this, and I can prove it. I have proof. Because Susan left journals. So there was some other guy in Utah who went missing. They said Susan and this man got married and ran off to Australia, and that's why her body has been missing, because she done left and started a new life.
So them kids lying on you.
So
So they forged journals. Or they was
they
real
didn't
journals?
have the journals there, but
They were
he
just
was like,
saying.
They
They were
saying
just
that.
journals.
yeah, they were journals. And so he was like, we have proof. I have them at my house. So now
Why you got her journals?
Well, the Utah police is like, that's all we need. Now we have the right to go to your house and search them because you have evidence that you say. So now we can
So
go
let's
search
see.
your house in
Perfect.
Washington. That's exactly what they wanted, right? They go in his house and they find journals, but it's the dad's journals. And there's several pages about how he's obsessed with Susan. She looks so fine. I wish we could just have sex. I wish
The
she was
daddy.
my-"
The daddy.
Men are not good people. We always have to circle back around to this. They're not good people.
Why do you want to fuck your son's wife, bro?
It was
And then I was like, let's just kill her.
And so apparently, like, they lived with the dad for a while, and she had to keep telling her husband, like, your dad is fucking weird. And he's like, it's just my
I got
dad.
to go to school.
Like, right. And he's like, it's just my dad. And she was like, we're getting the fuck out of here. And that's when they ended up moving back to Utah. But, so the dad, not only did he have those journals, but he had a file cabinet. And in his file cabinet, he's got photos of his neighbor's kids in the bathtub and sitting on the toilet. Like, he's got a room that looks into their bathroom, and he's just been up there. So they take the dad in for child pornography. And
Because you just can't be normal. You could have shut the fuck up and nobody would ever
You
find
just
out.
can't get right in no
Right.
kind of way.
so he's in jail. He's arrested. They try and, like, pressure him. Oh, you're about to do some time. You better tell us something about your son. He's like, my son didn't fucking do it or whatever, right?
He said, I'm the creep,
I
not
did
my
it."
baby.
So he goes to jail. He doesn't say anything. So now Susan's parents, they haven't seen their grandkids since Susan passed because Josh just took the kids and left. So they're like, okay, this child pornography thing, maybe we can get custody of the kids because we know he killed our daughter. He's like, maybe we can get custody of the kids or whatever. So they go to court. And they're going back and forth about it. And they're like, listen, we're going to give the grandparents temporary custody of the kids. But I'm not saying, like, you can't get your kids back. But you're going to, one, you're going to need to take a psychosexual evaluation to make sure you ain't got no child abuse up in you. And two, you're going to take a lie detector test. And it was like, and I'm not going to put any limits on this lie detector test. So if they choose to
fucking got
ask
'em.
you about the murder, that's
You gotta
their
answer.
right. So Josh is not happy about any of this. And
God, stop asking me about that murder.
Right.
Gosh, damn.
God.
So he's got, like, he's got visitations with his kids. He has to have supervised visits, right? So this is after they've made this statement. Okay, you gotta go do this testing. He's sick of it. So he's at the house where he goes to visit his kids at, and the social worker comes to bring the kids by, and the kids run up first. Oh, daddy, daddy, daddy. Kids go in the house. He locks the door.
And the social worker is trying to get to the house.
The social worker.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
It's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before I get there, now they were asking some of his friends, what would, would he bury his wife? What would he do with them? He was like, not gonna lie, one time we was all kicking it, and he said, I know how to dispose of a body and not get caught. So apparently in Utah, there's all these diamond mines.
That's what I figured when the baby said the mama was with the diamonds. Yes.
And, they're dangerous to go back into.
Mm-hmm.
And so the police, I think they spent 6,000 hours searching, these diamond mines. Couldn't find anything. They came across one mine, and they said it smelled like gasoline. So it was too dangerous to even send somebody in there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all like, I bet her fucking body's in there. Can't nobody go see because it might blow up. So he's at the house. He's got his kids inside. She was like, oh, you locked the door. You need to open it up. And
did the babies die? Did he kill the babies? Did the babies die?
So he,
I'm finna cry, dog. This shit too much, bitch. I'm finna pass out. I don't know how y'all talking about.
Let him finish, because I fuck.
Go.
Social worker calls 911, go.
social worker calls 911. She was like, you got to send somebody to this house. These kids are in danger. And it was like, are they in danger? Because we can only send things out to immediate danger. She's like, well, I can't see what's going on, but I'm pretty sure that they're in danger.
It's Washington State. Y'all are not busy. Send the fucking people.
But the thing was, when she was on now, she was like, they're supposed to have supervised visits, and the 911 operator was like, well, if it's supervised visits, there's supposed to be a social worker there. She's like, I am the social worker. Please send somebody. He's like, well, is it an emergency? Yes, it's an emergency. Please bring the emergency people.
Emergency people do be talking to you like you stupid on the phone. Like the times I've called 911, I'm like, bitch, this is urgent. Like I don't need your fucking sass. Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead.
So she's on the phone with him. First the kids are laughing, playing. Then she hears one of them start crying. She's like, y'all really need to hurry up and get here. So then she says, I smell gas. Can I move my car? And he was like, yeah, ma'am, go ahead and move your car. She's like, y'all got to send somebody out here. It was like, we have to prioritize imminent danger first.
I'm telling you.
And she's like, this is imminent danger.
She moves her car back, and the house explodes. The entire house.
So they all died.
They all died.
The social worker lady died too?
No, she backed her car up right in time.
And so,
she had to have been black.
She had to, because that's
but imagine the mind fuck on that as the social worker, bro. Like
the kids are right there.
That's the worst day. I don't think I could ever get over that.
Like, I would have to start doing lashes after that.
Oh, I'm showing up with the kids handcuffed to me. That's what we mean by supervised. We all coming in this motherfucker. But damn, he would have killed her too.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, when they went in the house, they found he had poured first, the crying that you hear is he hit each one of the kids in the back of the head with a hatchet, so they each had a single back.
Why did he have a hatchet?
If he's gonna blow him up, why kill him on top of?
Well, because instead of being burned, I'd rather be dead before being burned.
Kill me once.
And
don't kill me twice.
Giving me double layers of murder is insane.
Just if I'm gonna blow up anyway, just let me blow up. And don't kill me, then blow me up.
I'm a kid too, that's too much.
So he poured gas around the house. He sat on a 5-gallon thing and lit a lighter and just blew up the whole thing. So then, they're still...
I'm finna throw up. Oh my God.
They're still trying to figure out, at least we need answers for Susan, like what happened.
Yeah.
Dad ends up getting out of jail. He's still not saying anything, but turns out he has a brother. And this brother was also off the day of the disappearance or whatever, right? So the brother makes some random call to a junkyard and was like, hey, I dropped a car off 2 years ago. Can you tell me if it's been destroyed or not? And so the police somehow intercept this call. They go to the junkyard. They're like, what's the car he's trying to destroy? They bring the cadaver dogs there. The cadaver dogs get a hit on the trunk. So they scrape it for DNA. They bring the brother in. They're like, listen, we know you got something to say. You better tell us. His brother's acting real shaky. I don't know nothing. So they're like, we got him. We're like, we're going to let you go. We're going to get these results back tonight. We're going to bring you in. They get the results back, and it's inconclusive. They didn't have enough DNA to say what was in there. And the brother killed himself. So
that's insane.
So it was probably Susan.
Yeah.
Wait, it was years later, you said?
Mm-hmm. They just recognized the last name.
Because doesn't DNA like degrade over time? Did I make that up? Doesn't
I
like
don't know.
I'm not an expert. I just read articles.
The fact that this is a family affair, like everybody took off that day.
everybody
And
crazy?
said, hey, I'm gonna kill my wife. You take her your car. You take a moment from
And
your child
nobody
porn.
really
and
know,
just-
like, all we can do is piece the pieces together because everybody involved is dead. The
And
dad
then-
ended up dying of cancer.
And then as the person who's like asking his friends, you couldn't ask me about Melanie. If she were to hide a body, where would she do it? Bitch, what?
she did say that one time that behind the Popeyes on Western Chapel.
Because then I just wouldn't be her friend no more. Like if somebody seriously could ask me, we think she might be a murderer, you know.
But
where would she hide a body?
I don't know. I feel like MaRah could tell me where she would hide a body.
as white men, that's kind of like their like icebreaker. Like if you killed your wife, okay, everybody, okay, we're gonna take
Because
the
we
shot
hate
in a second.
bitches, right?
If you killed fucking McKinley, why would you do it?
Oh man, I've been dreaming about this moment.
But that's what they do. Like that's like their fun game.
That's crazy.
And that's some sick shit.
That's crazy. I'm never that mad at nobody.
That's some very, very sick.
That's
Okay,
insane.
let's get to the benediction because we've been here
Yes.
for a while.
Yes.
Okay. What do you guys see or want to manifest for your podcast over the next year?
And you speak positively about my friend MaRah.
I want to see it grow. I would love to see us, I would love to have a Patreon and, make some more money off of it. I mean, I like our fan base, so I want to grow that. I think just consistency throughout the entire process. I think that's really hard when you're trying to do a million things at once. And this is a 2-woman show, you know what I'm saying? So we really be trying to figure it out. And I'm no expert, so I just be trying to figure it out. I'm just out here. This is like my 3rd day. I don't know.
Third day.
So yeah, consistency and a nice solid fan base that is nicer to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes the fans, man.
It's like we're doing the best we fucking can.
One of them called me oily. Yeah.
When?
You remember that I posted a picture and I said something about my skin being dewy, and then the girl was like, "Girl, that's oil." And then I go check her shit, and she followed the podcast and me and you. I'm like, bitch,
The fuck is your problem?
why are you so
mean
mean to me?
Bitch talking about like, oh, y'all eating the mic and talking about Tyler Perry. He can give y'all a check. Girl, fuck you.
Girl, the girl from don't watch the shit no more, then, bitch.
Don't watch- turn it off.
Don't watch it no more.
Cut it off.
Cut it off.
You done sat through because that was like 37 minutes.
You
into
watch the
podcast.
whole thing and then you talk
watched
about
the
something.
whole
We can't
thing.
talk about Tyler Perry.
We can criticize anything. Anyway, go ahead.
Man,
Go
fuck
ahead.
Jesse Jackson. That was the funniest part of Barbershop. We said she's in terms of fuck Jesse Jackson.
No, who is he talking about? Oh, I can't talk about Rosa Parks?
I can't talk about
I can't talk about Rosa Parks.
Oh, she said. I'm like,
Rosa didn't know where she was because the dementia was kicking her ass, but she was like, hey, absolutely.
Rosa didn't play that shit. She said, out them 2 boys from Atlanta start talking about me.
Y'all
Y'all stop talking about me.
They said it wasn't her, but it was her actual estate and her people because she had dementia bad. But honestly, I like to think that Rose was on the goddamn phone like, tell Andre and the other one to shut the fuck up.
I'm lucid and I heard that shit, okay?
Okay, go ahead. So you can get up out of here.
What would I like to see? I would like to see more flexibility behind the scenes.
What does that mean?
I mean, because we record, we put out, we record, we put out. Like, I would say this last week is hectic, but all weeks are hectic.
Yeah.
They're all hectic. Because you got to do it. There's no break.
Or they
Yeah.
yell at
You at
you.
work.
You at work.
You get angry tweets.
They be like, don't nobody bring me no bad. Like, bitch, I
Oh,
need a
also,
minute.
after this, we are on break for the holiday.
Listen, it's Christmas.
I don't want it. Danita, it's Christmas.
Danita, it's Christmas. We need
Well,
a break.
whoa. We are going to be back in the new year.
We're coming back. Don't you get some days off? Some of y'all for work. Y'all get a minute. This our
Shit.
PTO.
Shit, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I would like more flexibility, but also like more opportunities. I think the opportunities that we did get this year, we really enjoyed. We learned a lot, so definitely more of that.
Okay.
What about you guys?
So my biggest dream for like podcast land for me and Melanie, I genuinely think that we could have like a TV show. Like I genuinely think we could be like for real and like have celebrity guests and things like that. And I think I personally, and I've talked shit, but I think we do a better job than some famous people who have just gotten shows because they famous. Like I think that we could really start conversations in like a way that is very careful, you know, and that like really represents Black women, because I do this for the bitches. Like at the end of the day, this is about, I want to empower, uplift, and create a space for Black women. So as far as this shit will take us,
There's only like 8 celebrities we fuck with though.
Yeah.
So
that's true. We just got to cycle them over and over again.
yeah, like Issa's gonna be on there for like 14 episodes. Beyonce is gonna maybe come once, and then we say one thing and she's not coming back.
Beyonce can even just call and leave us a voicemail, and I just play it into the camera like Lala did. Like Lala did.
So yeah. But yeah, we want that. Of course, we want to be able to, you know, make this something that we can live off of and just come be funny and go the fuck home and not have to do nothing else.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, here's to 2024. Cheers to
And I'm
our
so grateful
invisible-
for our friendship allowing us to do this. Like, that's the basis
clink,
of all of this.
clink, clink.
Tally was like, what do I have to do to get Tazzy to be on the podcast? I said, let me just text her real quick. And
We didn't have to show no feet to get
We
you
didn't
on
have to,
here,
yeah,
and
we
we're
didn't
just
do
really,
nothing.
really, really glad.
Well, no, because I try to respect folks' boundaries. Like, so, like, when I was told that you, like, not a huge camera person, I'm like, fuck, because, like, I get it. Like, it's just certain shit, like, I don't want to do. So, I didn't want to be like, please, could you please, like, move your boundary for me?
It's not the first time. It won't be the last.
it just won't happen on Sistas Who Kill.
See? Okay. Well, we can wrap up. Thank you guys so much
thank
for
y'all
joining
so
us.
much. Like, follow, share, subscribe, both podcasts, actually. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And yeah, Sistas Who Kill. Sometimes I feel like I wanted to say this. No, I probably shouldn't say that.
Do it.
I was saying like I feel like sisters should kill more.
So the one could argue.
We not killing as much as we should, because we have more reason.
Black women
You know,
got some
my
catching up to do.
request is, I just want y'all to stop killing over niggas. Like,
Stop
give us
killing
the
each
fun.
other over niggas.
Yeah.
Like, I want the fun
Have you
ones.
met niggas? Like, it's not
Why
worth
are we
it.
killing each other over these booty?
Me and
poop
Rob be
niggas?
like, ugh, another girl mad at her man's cheating. Another
Do
girl.
we have another
Whatever
case?
happened
doing
to
that.
cheating back? Use your butts, man. Like, get out here. Get off
your
the phone
throat.
and get in the field.
or something.
Stop killing.
Stop. Why, we not burning houses down no more? Come on now. Let's let
Yeah.
that
Sugar in
niggas.
the
Why
tank,
you killing
just a
another
little
girl?
one.
But anyway, yes. Thank you guys. And
Thank
that was
you.
beautiful. Okay.
Bye. Bye.